All right, this week we're getting into the discussion boards. And in this discussion board, we're going to talk about how society determines what criminal behavior is. In a minute here, I'm going to show you a video about criminal behavior in another country and the punishment for that criminal behavior. And in this module, remember we discussed that societal standards sometimes set what's going to be criminal behavior, what's not. You know, what's okay in one community may not be okay in another community, and vice versa. I'll give you an example. Also, time has things to do with it. When I was a teenager back in the 70s, if you had a joint, marijuana joint, it was a felony. You can go to prison for that. As you know, today it's an infraction, and we'll talk about Prop 215 at another time, but for the purpose of this discussion, it's an infraction. So criminal behavior varies from society to society, community to community, state to state, even city to city. So this next video I'm going to show you is pretty graphic. It's about punishment in another country, and we'll pick up the discussion after that.
It is a film Iran doesn't want the world to see. The stoning of Soraya M. is based on the true story of a woman brutally killed after being falsely accused of adultery. Soraya is stoned to death in her Iranian village under Islamic Sharia law. The film is a graphic portrayal of a grotesque form of public punishment still endorsed by the Iranian government.
So what'd you think of that criminal behavior based on Sharia law? It's some people might say it's barbaric, but then again, there are some people that say some of the practices we have here in the United States are barbaric. So your discussion is going to be think about laws in other communities, laws in other states that some people might say, hey, you know what, I don't agree with that. I don't know why that's legal, or I don't know why that's prohibited. Supreme Court right now is looking at a case, a very, very important case that it may even come down during this week when we're doing the discussion. But anyway, that's one thing to think about. I'm not going to tell you what the case is about. That's what you're supposed to think about. For these discussion boards, these are your discussion boards. Unfortunately, they're not threaded. In other words, you have to kind of browse back and forth. For your assignment, you'll be posting your response to my prompt, read the whole prompt in there, and then also you'll be responding to 2 other students' prompts. You'll have a week to do this. You'll have 6 days to do this. But I'm sorry, 5 days to do this. But you'll need to get in there and read often, post early and read often. You're encouraged to read everybody else's posts, but there's 44 students in this class, which is the maximum amount we can have in the class. And I don't expect you to read all 44 of them. If you can, that'd be great. If not, I'll definitely read them all. But you need to read as many as you can. Anyway, good luck with the discussion boards.